All right, welcome back, everybody. I pray y'all are still having a wonderful, blessed day as we thank the Most High for so much. My title now says, There is no money in the cure, but the money is in the sickness. This is a video response back to you, Mr. Terry, and I also want to talk about a man by the name of Dr. Sebi. Some of y'all are familiar with this, and some of y'all might, have never heard it before. But once again, Mr. Terry, this is a video response back to you. Great email about synthetic drugs and doctors. I believe the Most High did place doctors here for a reason, because there are some good doctors out here, but there are also some bad doctors out here. Just like you got good police officers, bad police officers, bad judges, good judges. It's always good, but every time you see something good, you also see something bad. But the question is, who told us we supposed to be stuck on synthetic drugs all your life? Stuck in the hospital all your life. The problem is, Mr. Terry, a lot of people don't believe in the Most High and really don't believe that the Most High have given them the power to heal themselves. We got so much power, some of us, the ones that know what I'm talking about, they got it and they activate it, but then some people, they're going to keep running to the synthetic drugs, to answer your question. Now, let me say this off top. You notice they always got some drugs out here, not to heal you, but to keep your sickness in some kind of control. Not to heal you. Why? Because the healing comes from the Most High. And this is not to disrespect no doctor in no kind of way, but y'all that know me know I'm going to tell the truth. And if you just happen to be a doctor looking at this video, or a nurse or whatever, you be giving those drugs and those shots or whatever, big shout out to you. But just catch what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make nobody mad with this. Now, the medicine business now is what? Probably a multi-billion-dollar industry now. I might even go as well as to say a trillion-dollar business, trillion-dollar medical industry now. So much money tied up in it. But I want to talk about a man by the name of Dr. Sebi. Now, some people say this stuff was fake, and some say it was real, and some just don't care. But if you ever read about this man, and that you, as you would say, a black man, I don't like to use the term black because that's not what we are, but I'm going to just say it in this video. Dr. Sebi, black man, brother, who came up with so much that it messed up so many people. Have you ever studied about this man? Now, this man made a statement. He said, what if I could tell you I had a cure for AIDS? I got a cure for diabetes. I got a cure for cancer. I can even cure blindness. A lot of people may have laughed at that. But this man was so smart, he didn't go to nobody's school either. He was a vegetarian herbalist. He was a biochemist. This man started studying on his own. He learned from this Hispanic guy. Then he started taking it further and further. Now, he wasn't licensed. I'm going to say it again. He wasn't licensed. So he was a threat to, you can imagine how many people. This man used what the Most High put on this earth, the natural things. He wasn't using synthetic drugs, and people was testifying that they had been cured from this, from that, from cancer, from being blind, from AIDS. Now last year, well, let me just say it like this. Dr. Sebi was arrested at an international airport. They charged him with money laundering because he had about $30-some thousand in cash on him. Now, this is the crazy part. This man remained in custody until he was rushed to a local hospital. Now, reportedly suffering from complications of pneumonia. Some say bronchitis. Now, here go the crazy part. Dr. Sebi died in Iraq. He was about 82 years old. Now, let me ask you something. Does that sound right to you? This man, if you look at him right now, you can put him up even on YouTube. Look at his skin. Look at how pretty his skin is. And he was still in good shape. This man didn't have sickness. This man knew how to get past sickness. So out of nowhere, you telling me that he gets arrested and traveling en route, he just automatically get pneumonia or bronchitis, they say in another story. And he died from that, just like that. We all know what happened. See, this man was a threat because, first of all, the color of his skin. And then he was a self-taught herbalist. He had people learning from him that went to school. How this man coming up with this stuff? What school did he graduate from? How is he coming up with this? How do he know how to put this with that? He was a threat. You know why? Because he was healing. I don't like to say he was healing because the Most High does the healing. But the people was testifying that what he's doing to us is working. I don't want to use the term healing because then a lot of times you say stuff like that, people want to put you higher than the Most High. But people were saying it worked. And he was healing. So I don't want to use the term healing. Celebrities was coming forth saying that this man stuff works. Celebrities. Once again, he was self-taught. See, the man knew too much. Once again, he didn't go to school. So if you see somebody here that got a way that's not synthetic drugs, because what he's doing is natural and it has no side effects, versus a $1 trillion industry over here with synthetic drugs, who you think most people that's gonna really who they gonna really go to, especially when they don't have no money. So what I feel is that they had to take this man out. They had also pressed charges on him because, once again, he was practicing medicine without a license. So he started selling his own products. And you know the Food and Drug Administration had a problem with that. So then they started saying, well, hey, man, this man is selling products and it's not approved by us. It wasn't approved by the Food and Drug Administration. And he claimed that he got a cure for AIDS and other diseases. They put him on spot. So here's the cold part. When he went to court the first time, the judge said, okay, Dr. Sebi, we're going to see if you tell the truth. I need you to bring me one patient that can testify that what you gave them worked. It cured them from a disease. Now, my brother and sister, not only did he bring in one, he provided 70 patients, or maybe it was 77, but he provided over 70 patients that said he cured them. Made the judge look stupid. And you know what they did after that? He got rearrested. He won that case, but then they rearrested him again because of the cash that he had on him. Well, that's money laundering. They got to find something. This man, you're talking about a man that was had Michael Jackson as a patient. Now, I always wondered if Mike would have stuck with him instead of dealing with them synthetic drugs, would Mike still be alive? I'm going to tell you somebody else. Lisa Left Eye Lopes. Y'all remember her from TLC. Now, it's amazing how you look at the story with Lisa Left Eye, and then all of a sudden she dies. Somebody didn't want Dr. Sebi. They didn't want that healing, did they? They didn't want it to happen. Even stars like John Travolta, even Eddie Murphy. This man was big time, and here go the crazy part. He didn't even want to be famous. He told Michael Jackson he didn't want to be famous because his lifestyle was simple. He liked to sit up under the trees. He liked to go outside a lot. He didn't want a lot of people to know exactly what he was doing. But you know, Mike didn't want that to happen. Mike wanted him to be big time, just like he was. See, some of y'all think I'm making this stuff up, but I study a lot. If you study this, you will see what I'm talking about. This man was held for over a month in jail with no court date. Why? What was the real reason? He had no court date after his second arrest. Why was his bail never set? Why? They killed this man. He was a threat. He was taking away their business. See, once again, it's so much money in being sick. They can't make that much money like that if you are healed. That man, once again, knew too much. Drugs are a huge business in this country. And you look at the synthetic drugs, and then look at what Dr. Sebi was pushing, a healthy lifestyle. Really, all what Dr. Sebi is doing is showing you to live like the Bible showed you to live. Cut out all that overeating, all that fattening, and all that fried stuff. And man, just eat right. Do what's natural. Most people don't want to do that. That's why I can't stand synthetic drugs to save my life. They have such bad effects on them. But he showed you to do what's natural. He was cutting out medication and putting in what was natural, and people coming forth saying this stuff works. Now all of a sudden, he gets sick. Just like that. See, something happened that they're not telling us. And the reason he knows about what to do, because once upon a time in his life, Dr. Sebi, when he was younger, he got real sick. Mental stuff was going on. And he tried doctors. They had no cure for him. So he started figuring out what to do. Once he got with that other guy, I can't think his name, the Hispanic guy, but then he started taking it a step further and learning on his own, and then he mastered it in so many ways. And one thing I love about this brother, when he went before the judge, he asked the judge, he said, "Judge, is it a fact that in the Bible teaches herbs are for the healing of the nations? Is it a fact that the body is a carbon-based system and only carbon-based substances have the chemical affinity to absorb into the system?" Now all of a sudden this man dies with bronchitis or pneumonia, as they say. Nothing was wrong with him. See, I don't believe that. Now here's the question. When he was locked up in jail, what was they feeding him? And if he did get sick, what kind of medicine did they shove and probably forced into Dr. Sebi? That's the question right there. What did they do to him while he was locked up? See what I'm saying? That's the part they leaving out. You notice when people die, it ain't just like happening now. It's been going on for a long time, especially in our race. You never heard a real story, especially when you know too much. That's why you can kind of put two and two together and realize what really happened to this man. Especially if you cutting into a $1 billion industry or a $1 trillion industry, however much it makes now. This man was doing natural stuff. He was bypassing medication and giving people natural stuff, setting his own products. Now all of a sudden, he dead. What really happened to him? You see what I'm saying? And it's just amazing to me. I'll close now. But it's amazing to me, especially in my race, especially when you talk about diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all this stuff. How so many of us won't try what's natural, but we'll sit here and let these doctors feed us all kind of medicine with so many side effects that these side effects will kill you if you take it long enough. Won't try what's natural, but then crying to the Most High, "Heal me, Father, heal me in the name of Jesus, heal me." Heal yourself. That's why I love, man, my wife was here, she's out of town, but she'll tell me I get on her nerve because especially when I'm drinking my beet juice. That's nasty to a lot of people. But you know, stuff like tomatoes, eating them just raw, beet juice, garlic, fresh garlic, garlic water. All this stuff is good for us. And the things that we need to put in our system, we won't even do it. We rather put all this junk in our system. That's why I love fruits. Because I'm going to tell you something. What they putting in this food nowadays, it's a killer. It's a killer, y'all. We won't even use what the Most High put here for us. Some people can sit up and eat a raw onion. That's good for you, if you can stand it. Man, I'm telling you, it's so much natural stuff out here that you can do, just like fresh watermelon water. Stuff is good, man. I love this natural stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something, the older you get, you better watch it. Do what's natural. It's a reason they want you to have this medicine, because once again, as my title says, there is no money in the being cured. The money is in the sickness. If you go to the hospital right now, look at how many people are on so much medication. This medication causes dizziness. This one may even cause blindness. This one can mess with your kidneys. This one here will make you have a bad headache. Take this one with an aspirin. Man, your body cannot handle all that stuff. It's some medicine out here that'll put you on your back and kill you, y'all. That's why they want you to take the flu shot. Have you ever asked yourself what's inside of the flu shot? Me and my wife was talking about these drugs the other day. Well, maybe that was about a week or two ago. Me and Didi was sitting around here talking about that, and we started talking about the penitentiary, because we know a lot of people in prison. And we was talking about what they did with the old drugs that expired. They don't just throw them away. You know why so many inmates die in prison? Why they getting sicker and sicker? It ain't just because of the food they throwing to them. Because they send all the expired drugs to the penitentiary and they give it to the inmates. Drugs been sitting on the counter and been outdated for I don't know how long. Well, give it to the inmates. Next thing you know, another inmate done died. See, this stuff they don't tell you. Because sickness, once again, makes money. Sickness makes money. Let me say it one more time. Sickness makes money. Let me rewind that money. Sickness makes money. Look at all these commercials now. They always want to sell you something. Some for sex. You can get enlarged with this. Take this. Oh, but see, make sure you check with your doctor. Man, you look at them commercials, then look at the end of the commercial when they start talking about the side effects. If you go buy that stuff, it will kill you. It's going to kill you just to take it. You might well stay like you is. Be wise, man, on this type of stuff. So y'all, if you have never Googled about Dr. Sebi, check it out. And I want y'all to come back and give me y'all input. That's just if you've never studied about this before. But just read that and hit me back later on and let me know what you truly think about what really happened to that man. Look at how good he looked at the age of 82 or 80. I think he died at 82 or 83. Forgive me if I said it wrong, but and man, my prayers are still with that man's family. That man did some good. I don't care what nobody say. It was all natural. So what, he had $37,000 cash on. Look at the kind of clients the man had. He should have had $50,000, $60,000 on him, but this is the way of this world. If you get caught with such and such amount of money, they lock you up and charge you with money laundering. And it could be your own money. That's sad. Man, I tell you, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed night. And I'm not going to say happy Thanksgiving, but I will say y'all have a blessed day, because every day is a Thanksgiving for me. Thanks to the Most High. And I ain't talking about carving no turkey and pilgrims and all this old crazy stuff. The real Thanksgiving. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Love you and remain blessed. Peace out.